the season. So when you put your season ticket deposit down, where's your best seat in the house?
Exactly. Right. Where's your best seat
at? At the end zone? Is it on the sidelines, the left of the sidelines, right on the sidelines? Where do you like to watch the game from, and where do you believe you can watch the game from?
Right,
you get season tickets. That's only those that got their season tickets already.
That's right. Only if you got your season tickets.
Oh yeah. If you did go, have you been to the BattleHawk store yet? Have you gone to XFL?
I have.
XFL shop. Look, check this out. Don't get mad at me, folks. Finances run low, so you got bills to pay. But I'm gonna make sure the next time I'm gonna by October, I will have my gear.
I will too.
I have to set aside. Me personally, I have the budget. I gotta do some budget, and when I do budgeting, that's when I make sure I put stuff for the XFL.
I have 6 kids, so I definitely got to do some budgeting.
Hey, my man, Demetrius Riggins said he liked the 50-yard line.
There you go.
The seats there.
50-yard line, row 1.
Ooh, I like that. That means you got to be up close and personal right there at the 50. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, we're getting too close to the microphones.
Are we getting too hot?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. That's cool. I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah, I don't either. We got a little hot, but that's okay. We get excited. You know? We get excited.
Never mind. It's on my bed. No season tickets yet. No season tickets? Come on, man. Hey, but in due time, I guarantee you that you will start getting your tickets and,
Right, exactly.
We'll see you within the everybody asks, well, how many seats will it be for the games? It'll be about close to 30,000, and they're doing that for a reason.
I mean, listen, the way everything's looking, I mean, you're talking, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if we're getting 25 to 30 that first game.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised.
I would not mind seeing that. You know what I mean? Because I think I want people to be pissed that they couldn't get tickets to the game, meaning that they were over capacity. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I want it like that, not because it's not a great ticket to get. It's like, I don't want to do anything, but it's like, man, I was trying to get tickets and I could not get them because they said they were over capacity.
Right. Yeah.
That means it lets the league start adding more seats to these games.
Right. Oh,
people will be there. And that's what I want to get hopefully in the future. Let's see. Sky Sussan said, I'm waiting for the jerseys.
I do. I think we all are.
We did put up a concept, and that was on Reddit.
Yeah, we know, King. We get a little excited, so we get up on the mic. So it's we're constantly adjusting
as we go.
Everything,
Yes. But how do you guys feel about the concept that was posted? I personally, it was cool. I just didn't like the fact that the helmet.
Well, now hold on. Now that's a concept,
right? I know that ain't the actual one.
Dude, I actually liked it.
I'm not feeling the sword going down from.
Yes, it looks like a big middle finger to the
NFL. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't feeling. What are you guys' thoughts about that concept? That if you did see it, and the colors are great though.
Let me find it. I'm glad you say that. I will. I'm glad you said that because
that sword is something I wasn't feeling with that.
Oh, man. Dude, what is wrong with you, bro?
I just wasn't feeling it, man.
Come on, seriously?
I'm not feeling it, man. I'm not.
How are you not?
That's why I'm like, I can't wait to see what the final concept is. Oh. It may change my mind if I see the final one, and then when the jerseys actually come out, and they totally different from that.
Dude, it was sweet looking, bro.
If you pulling it up now, right?
I am. I mean, I actually liked it, even though, Curtis, give a big shout out to John and them because somebody on John's page put that out there on the concept and then shared it over to our page. And dude, I mean, it was wicked looking. I liked it, just like our number. You see how our number is blue and gold?
Yes.
Or blue, silver and blue?
You got to know it's silver from gold, man. Come on, dude.
I know, dude. I'm an idiot. What can I say? But where is it? I got to find it. There's so much. We got so much on this damn page, dude. It's not even funny, bro.
The one thing, and I hope Will does call in and talk about. We'll talk some about the offensive players that has been also been invited, to the player draft. But the concept, I'm thinking, have you got it yet?
I think I'm almost there.
You're almost there? Yeah, man. Thank you. I want to thank everybody, man, that be chiming in on.
Here it is. I got it right here.
On some of the things that we talk about with the XFL STL. You got it? You ready for it?
Yeah. You mean right here?
Pull it up for me, baby.
Look at that, dude. Look at that.
It's something about this sword, though.
Oh, dude, you're nuts, bro.
I guess
You're nuts.
I guess like the BattleHawk name, I gotta warm up to it. Okay, I gotta warm up to it. Yes, nuts. Brock, we turned the game down. We heard you, man.
Yeah. Don't worry, Brock. I listen to your show. Don't worry. There's just things I could say about your show too. But it's all good. It's all about support. Baby. It's all about support, man. You know.
Said badass, huh?
But no, dude, it's cool looking, man. I like the silver across the helmet.
But why the numbers got to be separated like that?
I think the numbers should come down a little.
Okay, if that's, and I'll say that he come down here.
You know, down a little. You know,
maybe the helmet I like, but I don't like the jersey.
Okay. You're nuts.
What you mean?
It fits everything perfect, dude.
That's bull, man. No,
you're nuts. Come
on.
All right,
I'll just be nuts today.
All right, let's take a poll.
Ask how you feel about the concept.
We're gonna do a poll right now, okay?
A lot of people said it was badass and they loved it, man. All right,
so here's the question: Do you like the what is it? The concept jersey?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I love it. I love it, dude. Okay. It was cool, man.
I guess, again, I got to warm up to it because I'm not feeling it right now.
Well, you remember, though, when we got the name?
Don't you put that down there, man. Read that. Read what you got. What is Yap You?
Oh, man. Shit. Well, you gotta love how you do all this shit.
I'm about to take over in a minute, man.
Do you like the concept jerseys, right?
We got a lot of feedback off of it, man.
I know, dude. Well, we're about ready to
say
find
you like
out.
The helmet. See, okay, now
dude,
I agree with
love
that.
The helmet, bro.
Kenny, I agree with that. The helmet does look nice. I will admit to that, but the jersey doesn't.
Okay, so here we go.
Jersey looks trash. I'm sorry.
So yes or no? Here it is. Yes or no. So go on the page.
So that means the entire concept. So it's gonna be tough because a lot of people gonna feel like one is better than the other. But do you like the entire concept design? Okay.
Did it go? Did it go?
No, I think you didn't even publish it.
Oh, shit.
That's what you get.
I know, because I'm an idiot.
Exactly. The jersey looked like a created team on Madden.
That's okay. That's okay.
Hey, but I'm not feeling that jersey, man. Why? The numbers should never be up here.
I agree with you, dude. I agree. I agree, but it looks cool.
Sharon Panther.
Okay, Sharon, right. That's your opinion.
She says the graphic design.
Okay, there's the vote. Do you like the concept of design? Yes or no? Go and vote right now. Oh, 100% yes already.
Hey, that means, Sharon, I'm expecting a no coming from you.
So there you go. There you go.
Oh, boy.
I agree that it does need a little more blue.
Yes.
Okay, so we're at 50-50. Here we go.
Thank you. There the no's coming in.
Shut up.
Yes.
Shut up.
Thank you. Yep.
All you people suck.
No, they being truthful. Come on, man.
Oh, there we go. Back up to yes.
Dirty. I have to purchase this. You understand?
Hey, so what?
I have to purchase that. I don't want my numbers up here. And it's just right now, that helmet is just what I'm at.
Hey, we're gonna take a quick break.
You serious?
I just spit all over the computer. I gotta clean it up. We'll be right back. For you guys today. I literally now we're frozen.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, man.
I literally just spit all over the computer. How do you do that? You're over there going 45 to 45 yes, 55 no.
That's right.
This is the XFL. This is Battle Talk Live with me, myself, a joint production of One Universal Productions and In the Zone Network. I am Dirty, and sitting over there is the one, the only.
The A-Train Arlington Lane. Come on, this don't happen on my show. Shut up, John. What show you got?
Shut up, John. I've listened to your show, too. You suck, too. No, I like John. John's a good dude.
John is great, man.
Dude. John's a big supporter of ours.
We went ghost for a second because
I spit all over the computer.
Because Dirty don't know how to hold a drink in his mouth. So.
Well, no, because you're over there talking nonsense.
I'm not talking nonsense.
Yeah, you are. All you people are over there talking nonsense.
I'm not, man. I'm not feeling the jersey, man. I'm just not.
Right? How are you not? Do I need to go back to the jersey?
Dude, no, we don't need to.
You sure?
I'm very serious, man.
Are you sure, dude?
You do not need to go back to that jersey.
I'm going back to it.
Go back to that jersey, man.
I'm going back to it because it looks sweet as hell.
It's not.
Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
No.
It looks sweet.
It's not, man.
It is.
It's not.
It looks very good.
All right.
All right, so let's get to it. A big cut came over the weekend.
Yeah.
For football.
Yeah. According to XFL standards, I guess.
XFL standards, because if you go right here, this is from XFL News Hub. XFL LA Wildcats eyeing Cardale Jones as a Tier 1 quarterback.
Yep.
Now, I did see where John talked about this, and John made a really good point. In the XFL, he is definitely a Tier 1 quarterback.
Yes, indeed.
Definitely a dual threat. It's recently reported that the Houston Roughnecks head coach June Jones talked about the XFL process of securing the team's Tier 1 QBs. Teams provided a list to the league by priorities for their number 1 choices to their 9th choice. It looks like the LA Wildcats made it known who their Tier 1 choice for their Tier 1 QB could be. Former San Diego Chargers quarterback Cardale Jones, who was recently cut by the team. Now, this was reported by Adam Scheffler, saying that they released the per league sources. Jones played well this summer and is expected to find another home soon. So, with that being said, that's kind of a big deal.
Yes.
Thinking about it, and that's coming from Adam Schefter.
Yeah. Hey, somebody asked, what does it mean for the tiers? Well, they're looking for they're trying to make stars, and they can get them anywhere, and they're gonna look for the highest ones possible. That's gonna be that all been cut, okay, and so Cardale Jones is already a Tier 1 quarterback.
Right.
They're looking at Paxton Lynch, and a lot of people are very iffy about if these should be considered a Tier 1 or Tier 2 quarterback.
Correct.
And I think in many eyes, he's going to be a Tier 1 quarterback no matter what. I think it'd be a better start for him to get into the XFL than to be in the NFL.
Yes.
Just me personally.
I agree with you.
There was another name that was thrown out, and Will Freeman had brought it out, and that was B.J. Daniels, who just was recently cut. He was the former quarterback from University of South Florida. And he got to play with Seattle a little bit. He didn't back him up much, for Russell Wilson. He was on that championship team, and then he was playing in the Salt Lake Stallions in the Alliance. So
right.
I think a good fresh start for him would be right in the XFL. I want to see David Pendell, honestly. That's the guy I want to see. If you haven't seen it, go to it. You can go to him on Twitter, and you can check him out. Now, that's a dual threat quarterback. He hasn't really got a shot yet, and that guy would be electric in an XFL uniform. That's just me personally.
Right, 100% agree with you. And then speaking of that, we had some very interesting comments from another head coach who seems to like to talk an awful damn lot.
Talking about June Jones?
Oh, man, does that dog like Seattle, to talk.
Hey, let him talk, man.
That dude loves to talk, bro.
Because he talked about, and I'll throw it in there, talked about Johnny Manziel. And he basically said, Salt Lake Stallions in the Alliance. Of course, we talked about before about each team, for him would be giving a list of 8 or 9, and this is priority. Every team has done that, and they're going to place quarterbacks to the team coaches that want to have them. That was said about with Landry Jones possibly going to Dallas and going over with Bob Stoops, which makes sense. Oklahoma, Bob Stoops, Dallas. Right. It made perfect sense for that. Same thing could happen with June Jones at this point. Is that June Jones would go over to, Johnny Manziel will go to Houston.
What the fuck just happened?
The whole thing in it was.
I think so. What are you doing over there? Oh shit! It did, dog. We just got shut the fuck down. No, it's live right there.
With Seattle.
What the hell? God, you gotta love life, man.
Live.
Gotta love life. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
So we're back up. Okay.
Live stuff is great. Okay.
Love it, right?
So back what I was saying was that June Jones could match up with Johnny Manziel. He worked with him a bit in the CFL, and it could work a better offense for him there. Hakeem Nicks, that name was thrown out. In New York, right. He played under Kevin Gilbride when he was offensive coordinator.
Correct.
You know,
what the fuck?
That's great. That's great possibilities for anybody.
Hold on, are we live?
I think so. I'm seeing.
Shit, did we get shut down?
I see media, man. You should be okay.
Are we still going?
Yeah. I see we still going, man.
Okay. All right.
I said live video interrupted.
That's what I saw. So let's try this. Okay.
Today's going to be one of them kind of shows today, man.
Dude, it's just.
Russell Wilson, here we go. Okay, so we're live. So what the fuck is going on here, man?
In the Alliance.
You know, I gotta love my life.
Good fresh start for him.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it, right?
I
gotta love life. No, it's gonna be interesting to see how they do it, and I'm gonna pull up the whole Jim Jones thing. What he said?
Yeah, I was just talking about it.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
Just talking about it.
Huh? I know you were.
It says, it does say video was interrupted. I hear it from the fans now. So,
all right. So here's what we're gonna do. Give us, if you guys can hear us, give us 5 minutes, and we'll be right back. Dude, this.
Still moving? But you turned it down.
We're still moving on YouTube.
You turned it
What's
down,
up,
man?
YouTube? So if you're YouTubing us, you can watch us right here. You know, watch us live on YouTube. But no, it's really interesting how all this is working out. And now that everything is going and everything is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, as the months
go on and on and on. You know, you gotta love. Here's the best thing about it. You know how everybody wants to bitch and moan and all that, but you gotta love live. It's live. We broadcast live. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So you gotta love it, dude. Am I right?
I love it every time, man.
And we always experience some kind of difficulties, but according to this, it says we're still alive.
Yeah, I've now gone over to YouTube. You can check us out right now.
Yeah, so don't worry, we're gonna be live again, so I ain't tripping. But let's get back to it. You know, Jim has already made a few comments about who he wants.
You know, for
you know what I'm saying? June he's already made a few.
Come on, man!
comments.
This ain't the rapper. We talking about June, man.
June Jones, baby. You gotta love him. You have to love him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And. Which I find funny because, you know, Bob's, you know, there's the thing is that they're saying that Landry Jones is going to go to Dallas.
That's the rumor.
Rumor. And then the rumor is Johnny Manziel
could go to Houston.
Is going to go to Houston. Now, that makes sense to me. Now, just recently announced, but we found out because it was plastered all over Facebook and all of that good stuff that, what's his name? Brandon Silvers apparently signed with the XFL.
Right.
We found out that was not true.
Correct.
That he has not signed with the XFL. There's our boy Augie. So what is going on here, man? Like, seriously. You gotta love this, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wanting to see where Brandon Silvers goes. I hope he comes to St. Louis. That's my opinion. I want him here in St. Louis.
That'll be a good area to start for him.
Right? You don't think so?
Yeah, without question. He won some games for Memphis, you know, even in the few short times that he was there, you know.
Right? Exactly. It's still close to home, kind of, sort of.
Yep.
You know? So it's still close to home for him and all that good stuff. So it would be interesting to see where he goes. That's just my opinion. It'd be interesting to see where he goes.
Yeah, it definitely would be interesting to see what happens there.
I mean, a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, I don't know if I want him." I'm like, "Why not? Why not take him?"
You want a quarterback, right?
Right, exactly.
I'm interested to see what happened with Luis Perez. I know he signed with the Lions, and he was at the showcase in St. Louis.
Well, he signed. He just recently signed. If you Google it, he just recently signed.
He signed, but you know, it looked like he made the 53-man roster. You know, I think he's part of the practice squad. I think he's going to be part of that. So, you know,
correct. You're absolutely correct.
So, you know, I was going to see if he stayed with remaining team. You know, it'd have been something to see him there. You know, him being with Tim Lewis. You know, he could have been a quarterback here in St. Louis.
He could have been.
You know, it's was always up in the air. But
I would have been okay with it. Hey, there's Will. What's up, Will? Go ahead, buddy.
Guess I need to switch that number to the new one then, huh?
Yeah, we did. Is it not up there?
It is. I called the old number. That was my fault.
Aha, it's all good, Will. So what's up, buddy?
Well, their Facebook was kind of acting funny because I see it's back up now. So
yeah, you gotta love it.
Yeah, where were you guys finishing off? I'm trying to catch up where you guys left off.
Well, we were talking about the Tier 1 quarterbacks and all that. And who's being signed and who's not being signed.
Yeah, I think before I called, you mentioned Brandon Silvers. Of course, for some reason, he was asked to take that down for some reason. Or Stephon
he was asked, exactly.
Yeah, Stephon said he was asked on the Discord, so they're probably announcing him and others since they're probably still talking to possible Tier 1 quarterbacks as we speak that got cut and other people that probably to participate in the showcase. Of course, like I've been thinking who the other 7 are. If Brandon Silvers is a Tier 1, then who would be the other 6?
Yeah, well, that's the good question. And so there's a lot of prospects, and right here on XFL News Hub,
mm-hmm.
The league is monitoring players. So like the biggest ones, are Cordell Jones, Brandon Silvers.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them. Those are the ones that have been announced of who's being monitored.
They're looking at Johnny.
I remember there was one guy that got cut by the Pittsburgh Steelers. I heard that he was a possibility. I'm trying to remember who it was. Who was it? I think I had that on here.
Man, Will, you posted so much stuff. I don't even know how you can keep track of it all.
It's notes in my iPhone, Dirty. It's notes in my iPhone. I updated to copy and paste after I save it. I'm trying to get before I wasn't able to come in, so I was trying to make sure to get it all on before the show, and thankfully, because the BJ Daniels that Arlington mentioned earlier in the show got announced today.
Yeah, that did.
So here's some of the here's some of the big ones that I'm looking at. We know that Landry Jones just got signed. Vad Lee has been announced.
Yeah, the guy from Georgia Tech that then transferred to James Madison, I remember.
Yep, and then you have that Matt Linehan. Mm-hmm. You have Ryan Mallett.
I'm hoping he's a Tier 1 guy in my opinion, but
well, I mean, these are all the quarterbacks that are available that I'm just going through and just looking and just calling out the notable ones. I mean, I would assume Ryan Mallett would be a Tier 1 quarterback. You don't know. Oh, here we go. Hold on, Will. We got another caller.
All right.
Did I hang up on Will? Oh, no, there you go. All right, Rob, go ahead.
What's up, brothers?
What's up, man?
It's your favorite person.
Go for it, man.
So what have you heard for the Tier 1s?
So I haven't heard a whole lot. I would like to see, because he hasn't signed with anybody, I would like to see Geno Smith over there.
There's another good one.
He got signed back to the Seahawks.
Yeah, Geno went back to the Seahawks.
Didn't go back to the Seahawks,
yeah. And I think the other potential quarterback was Deshaun Kaiser. He's now back
he's with the Raiders.
He got cut by the Packers. He's now with the Raiders. They have 4 quarterbacks for some reason.
Right. So it's already dumb as it is, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out.
If he's not on a roster, an RG3 would be a great place. I don't remember hearing him being on a roster.
I still wonder why. Never mind. I'm not going to even go into that.
RG3 would be a great pick
for this
league.
Yes.
For this league, 100% RG3 would be great.
All right.
Who else would be a good pick is a Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
Where is Tyrod?
He's not in Cleveland, that's for sure.
I thought he was with the Browns, but I guess not anymore. The other person I heard was Tyree Jackson. What you know about that, Will?
He was with the Bills. I did hear some good things. He was one of the ones that got cut. I am unsure that he got signed again. I know other quarterbacks like that also got cut. Luis Perez got cut from the Lions, so he's still available as far as I know. Luke Falk, he got signed to a practice squad. I'm looking through the recent cuts that I have on my phone here.
I know he's not going to go anywhere else because I hate to see the career backup, but I'd love for Chase Daniels to come over to the XFL.
Oh man,
that would be great. Oh yeah,
he's making so much money as backup for the Bears.
I know about him going with the Ravens, but that's the thing. I think he'd be better suited in the XFL.
Yeah, I agree with
that.
But with the Ravens team, the way they're going to be a run-first team, that makes it sense for RG3 to be with the Ravens because, I mean, look at that line they got built.
Believe it or not, the BattleHawks are going to have that kind of concept as well. That's what I believe.
That's true.
That's what I believe is going to be a run-pass kind of group. So you have to think that they're going to find somebody that's going to hand the ball off a lot. And Zach Stacy would be a good person to play for the BattleHawks in this case.
I would love for Zach Stacy to be here in St. Louis. Love for that to happen.
Zach Stacy coming back to St. Louis would be huge. The city of St. Louis would in pro wrestling terms, the city would mark out because Zach was amazing for the Rams when he was here, and I'd like to see if he can get his stuff together. I'd love to see Trey Mason in St. Louis for the BattleHawks.
Man.
Ooh.
I'm not too sure about that.
No, I'm not feeling that.
He had some mental issues, if I remember correctly.
Well, that's why I said if he can get his stuff together.
That would be a great thing right there.
It would be.
The XFL is really building up the offensive side of the. I wish that we had. I wish they had a tier 1 for the defensive side. So maybe start with the linebackers and give us some top tier linebackers as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that, Rob. But my thing is, I think what the Alliance, the XFL is going to focus on. They really want to promote the offense, offensive side because them having a 25-second clock. They want to see if people can put points on the board in a fast amount of time. It sounds like an arena deal, but I'm like, hey, they're on a 100-yard field, so they're going to try to put some points on the board as fast as possible, and I think that's going to happen, especially with how they're going to implement gameplay.
It's going to kind of remind me, and I was watching some college basketball, football this weekend. It's going to kind of remind me of a college football type game.
Yes,
the fast-pacedness of the game.
Yeah, fast-paced game. That there's not a lot of downtime. There's a lot of ball movement. Yeah, it's exciting, man. I'm excited for February 2020. Hey, I'm going to leave you guys with one other thing. I'm going to let other people comment.
Okay.
The BattleHawk logo was voted the best logo of all of the XFL logos. So go BattleHawks.
Yes, it
and by a wide margin, I want to add to that. By a wide margin.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, it was.
I think when I looked at it, there was 700 votes for the BattleHawks and 20 votes for the Houston Roughnecks.
It's because we're just better than everybody.
So it's exactly like you said on my podcast. If St. Louis succeeds, then the XFL will succeed.
Right, sure. The whole league will. You're right. And hey, Rob, before you hang up, tell people where they can find you at.
Do what?
Before you hang up, tell people where they can find you at.
Yeah, you can find me at thegridironpodcast.com. We drop a new show every week. Usually on Thursdays or Fridays is our new episode. Last week, I did an interview with Roland Williams. Because it's the 20th anniversary of the greatest show on turf.
Oh shit, we got another caller. All right, we're gonna go.
All right, brother. See you guys.
Yep.
All right, have a good one, Rob.
All right, caller, you're on live. Go.
Hey, this is Keelan. I have a question for you. Okay.
All right, go ahead. Let me merge Will back in.
What are the tiers? I didn't quite understand how the structure goes. And then, who do you see as our possible? Who would fit the coaches? Offense, like the offensive-minded scheme. Who do we see as the, possible wide receiver with Hazakim, and the greatest show on turf, and the key players we kind of know. Who do we see as the key players we have that we're looking at in the draft?
Okay, so before you hang up, we'll just give you your questions on here. So if you listen to John from A Football World just football world, who's been on our show. He said that we're going to be a two receiver, tight end, and a run set. Ain't that what he said?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, if you're going to do that, you want to do somebody like a Brandon Silvers.
Can you guys hear me here?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, it's I got a message you saying call you.
Well, I was saying, Will, call the other line.
Okay,
you know what line to call.
Yep.
Yeah, call that one. But all right. So Keelan, you still there?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm saying it's going to be. I'm saying that it would be. I think a Brandon Silvers would make the best sense. A dual threat quarterback like Jones would make a good sense being here in St. Louis. And I'm thinking like somebody like.
There we go.
There you go. All right. Well, hold on. I'm thinking like you go running, so you go like with a Zach Stacy or a Trent Richardson. Like I think Trent Richardson, his best shot is here in St. Louis. I think that's where he's going to come.
If they decide to do that, then you got to remember they got to go through a 2 running back setup, which will be fine because Zach Stacy and Trent Richardson would actually
be a great 1-2 punch.
Right. You know, you can get Trent Richardson on 3rd down, or you get him on 3rd and short to come in and make plays. Or at the goal line to make plays. Because that's what he did when he was in the Alliance.
Or would you put Richardson? You get to the 50-yard line and put Richardson in at the 50.
Nope. I would do him just like how they did him in the Alliance.
Yeah.
3rd and short, or
Tyler Bray is a good point.
Yeah, Tyler Bray is a good.
Will, who's your favorite dude? The tight end from Mizzou, Eric.
That wasn't the time. Eric Diesel was the linebacker, actually.
Yeah, right. I think he would be great for St. Louis. So I think they're going to do a lot of St. Louis guys.
They'll probably keep an eye on. There's also Marshall Frazier, the defensive end, and then there's the Austin. I'm trying to remember his last name is hyphenated. That was the top Mizzou quarterback after E.J. Gaines left.
Right.
And he actually played in the CFL, so I know he's already got an invite, and that's so far the only players I know so far that have been invited so far.
Right. All right, Keelan, what did you say?
I said I could see Zach Stacy because he used to be with the Rams, and he's had some practice with the AAF.
Right.
And he would be a great running back, I can see.
And he was at the showcase.
He was at one of the showcases. I can't remember which one, though.
I think he was in the one in St. Louis.
Zach Stacy? No,
Stacy wasn't here. Zach Stacy was not at any of the XFL showcases. I know that for a fact.
You gotta love Will.
Exactly, man.
All right, so does that answer your question, Keelan?
Yes, it does.
All right, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your support.
No problem.
And I think also with the tiers is that it says one franchise player designation. They prefer quarterbacks, but a guy like Hakeem Nicks, he's going to be a top receiver on someone's team. I wouldn't mind seeing him reach up in that 25,000 to 60,000 a game.
Yeah,
opportunity.
Now, Al brought up a good point. James Franklin or Johnny. I'm still saying Johnny's going to Houston.
If James Franklin is able to get out of his CFL contract, he should be able to participate in the XFL.
That's my opinion. What are you thinking there, Will?
Did we lose Will?
Will, did we lose you? No, he's still there. Will, you there? Oh, there he is.
All right. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. 1 and 2 phone lines. It's crazy.
I did see an interview that Coach June Jones, the Houston Roughnecks coach, and he said that they gave 8 quarterbacks they thought were tier 1 to the league, and he said about 5 teams had Johnny Manziel on them. So we know that more than half of the league are interested in Johnny Manziel. It might be Houston. It could be 4 other teams we just don't know. Is St. Louis one of them? I don't know.
I mean,
Johnny's not going to come to St. Louis.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, would you really?
I know who our offensive coordinator is. Robert Meacham. He was the TCU offensive coordinator with that one college star quarterback Travion Boykin, which was more of a mixture of a runner and a passer. Of course, unfortunately, like I mentioned him before. He was at a showcase at Dallas, but then he got into criminal trouble again.
Right. Yeah.
So that could be a possible look at quarterback they're looking at, because B.J. Daniels kind of fits that if they do go that route. But as I don't know what Coach Hayes' offensive vision, it could be similar to what Robert Meacham has run before. Right. So I don't know.
Al just threw out the name J.T. Barrett, who was
playing. Oh yeah, he did get. I just had that list.
They're not gonna broadcast the draft.
No,
we were looking
at that. They were going to stream it. I wouldn't mind them streaming it, but
you got to understand, man. They're talking about 60 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, streaming on their own channel would be better, not on a broadcasted television.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's 60 rounds that they got to go through.
Right.
That's a lot.
And I mean, that's going to take 2 days to complete because you got to have one half and then you're going to have another half.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Johnny Football, Houston.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that's. Yeah, we did see the June Jones, and actually, I was getting ready to. I was actually going to get ready to play the Jones interview. Will, do you got anything else before we play the interview?
No, you go ahead and play the video.
All right, that'll work. This is the XFL. We'll talk to you later, Will.
All right. Oh, wait. There was one more I forgot.
Go ahead.
There was one cornerback who was with the Broncos, Kevin Hogan. I know that he was getting some looks at, so that was the only one I almost forgot to mention. And I had that Devin Hodges. That was the one from the Steelers. That people were interested in when he got cut.
That is true. And Jose Gonzalez makes a good point. All right, we'll talk to you next week, buddy.
All right, well, I plan to be there next week.
Oh, there you go. All right, we'll see you then.
See ya.
So, Jose, did you see what Jose just said? Right here,
about,
the Bucs cut a good quarterback, the nephew of Vincent Testaverde.
Actually, that's his son.
Yeah, it is his son, and that would be a good one. So here it is. This is the June Jones' thing, and this is courtesy of the XFL podcast. So we're gonna listen to that for a minute, and I'm gonna work on. Ooh.
We'll get to that in a second.
Ooh.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead and play the interview.
So here we go.
Action, let's go. More ball, fewer infractions. This begins in 2020. The future is near. More access, more everyone, more everything. This is our moment, our story to tell. This is history begun. This is the XFL.
What is up, my friends, and welcome to another edition of the XFL Week in Review. I am your host, The Mark, and on this week's show, June Jones talks Tier 1 quarterback process, which is kind of interesting, alternative XFL team names, and so much more. So how do you get in touch with the show? You email podcast at XFL News Hub with your MP3 or your thoughts, or use the Twitter hashtag XFL Army. Remember, cutoff time is 5 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. We'll record the show, get it all up for you. Remember to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We'll read it on the show. Also, remember, XFLNewsHub.com is beyond a shadow of a doubt, the undisputed number one XFL news site in all the land. Anybody else might tell you that they're number one. I can guarantee that they're not. XFL News Hub is number one.
Okay, so that was the only one we found, but guess what? We're number one, but we still like the XFL News Hub.
Hey, I love XFL News Hub.
I do too. They're good dudes.
Yes. But my thing is that June Jones did talk about it, and right now Johnny Manziel's on a lot of people's list.
A lot of people's list.
But one team that's not going to be looking at is Dallas, because Moose Johnston said, Dale Johnson said, no thanks.
He said, we do not want Johnny.
No, thank you.
He said, we do not want Johnny.
He don't want him.
Which I agree. I mean, look, though, think about it. Let's really look at some of the stuff that Johnny's done in the past. Would you really want Johnny?
Yes.
Would you?
As I'm talking about on the field, yeah.
Huh?
On the field, yes.
You know, I'm loving the caca.
We're not going to even get into that. Not yet. I know. Shout out to everybody on the official St. Louis BattleHawks fan page that just sit there and they're just going in debating on that all by itself.
Here we go. Another caller.
One of the things. Go ahead, caller.
Caller, you're live.
Hello, hey.
There we go. What's up, buddy?
Hey. What's up, Caca Nation? Caca!
There we go. We're talking, yeah, baby.
What is the big huge deal about that?
Everybody's so pissed off about that.
No, it's half and half. Man.
That's it. Everybody is so pissed
off. It's half and half, man.
I know, right? Like some people love it, some people
it is drawn down the middle. People was like, I can't stand it. It's the most annoying thing. And I was sitting, other people were sitting there just caw everywhere.
You got pages that are blasting us because look, you want all your good sources. You see what's happening. Our stream is being overloaded because all of you people, thank you guys so much for getting on our stream and shutting our stream down. We appreciate it. If we get shut down, move over to YouTube. Move over to the XFL. Or move over to the Alliance to XFL. Move over to In the Zone Network. We're broadcasting on all those platforms. So we appreciate that you guys are shutting our stream down. That means we're doing something right, and for that, we love you. We have another caller. Go ahead. You're live on BattleHawk Live with Dirty and the A-Train. Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm good, sir.
Loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Keep it up. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm good, sir.
There you go. Yeah. I tell you, our fans are nuts.
Hey, that means everybody should be at them games come February 8th of 2020.
And be going,
I want the opposing team to be so annoyed when they get into the dome. Excuse me, to the battle nest.
To the battle's nest, because that's what Hawk's nest. Hawk's nest. Oh, here we go. We got another caller. Go ahead, caller. Say your cacaw. Go for it.
Hey, I'm not cacawing, but hey, this is Jared.
What's up, Jared?
Yeah, I just wanted to comment and have a question for about the XFL in general.
Go for it.
So I went to the Broncos-Arizona Cardinals game,
right?
And in the fourth quarter, the Arizona quarterback got intercepted by one of the Broncos corners. So the cornerback went to the 6-yard line, had 6 yards to go, and they ended up kneeling down in the fourth quarter of a preseason game where no starters were playing.
Right.
And I just thought I was disappointed in it because, we paid money for our tickets, and, now I'm excited that the XFL's doing that, 2 minutes, they're going to be stop and play, in the fourth quarter,
right.
the last 2 minutes of the game. So I wanted to comment on that. Am I overreacting on that? I just think it's kind of ridiculous how some of those players were going to have a shot at making the roster, and there could have been 3 or 4 more plays that they could have got into the another touchdown.
Yeah, I see what
they were winning by like 14 points, so it really didn't even matter. But do you think they should have went the 6 yards to the end zone, or
it's a preseason game, so I've been like, nah. But I see where you coming from. Like, if it happened during the regular season, then that's a problem.
Yeah,
I see at this point now, it's like you're going to like what the XFL is going to do with the scoring system. You're going to have your 9 points and 6 points and 3 points and all that jazz. You know what I mean? With those, getting from 15 yards out, where opportunities are going to happen for, you could make a comeback being 18 points down. So I'm like, that's what you're going to get to see, hopefully, coming up in 2020. So, in that scenario, it's preseason. It'd be different if they did that in week 1. Somebody did that.
Right.
But,
I see where a lot of people where it takes, because I was watching that game, so I was just like, okay, you got a shot at making it. Why are you giving up? That's just my opinion. Because you got that chance of being cut. If you're not one of those players that were drafted in the first, second round, third round, you got a chance of being cut by not doing that. And so the XFL is going to be a lot different. The rules are going to be, there's going to have a lot of the same rules, which we don't know the rules just yet. We only know bits and pieces, like the halo.
Yeah, that's awesome.
With that 5-yard halo, which I think that's going to be great because you're going to cut down on the concussions of players, they're going to be a lot of, go back and look at the AF rules. It's going to be as similar to that on how the rules are done. And I think so. I think we're going to see a lot more. High pace. Like I said, I think we're going to see more of a college type football game.
Yeah.
Which, if you really look at it, I mean, this weekend alone, how many college football games were there televised?
Too many.
58 games.
Yeah. So, just imagine, Jared, you could see some of the players in college, freshmen and sophomores, could be making their way to the XFL.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
So, what's your other question?
My main question is, do you think the XFL will pick up retired NFL players in the future, like years down the road? Someone says they're going to retire from the NFL, and then they get picked up, and that they decide to go into the XFL. Do you think that's a possibility down the road?
This is what I say to that.
That's funny you say that because, there was the big retirement this weekend.
The past weekends,
2 weeks ago.
With Andrew Luck.
Yeah. With Andrew Luck. And everybody's like, oh, Andrew Luck's leaving and he's coming to the XFL. First of all, Andrew Luck made a buttload of money in the NFL.
Sure did.
He's not going to leave. Now, I could see guys like, I would love to, and I know a lot of people have bashed me for saying this, I would love to see Cap come into this because, I mean, you've heard me, I've said it plenty of times, I think Cap is an average quarterback for the NFL, but I think in the XFL, Cap's type of play would succeed very well.
Yes.
That dual threat running quarterback would do very well in the XFL. So I would like to see Cap in the XFL. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I would like to see that.
Just like you want to see Tebow in the XFL.
Tebow, another guy.
God, no.
I know. He was.
But I see what you're saying. I get what you're coming from.
So I mean, like guys like T.O.
No,
I don't see that. But like maybe a guy like Adrian Peterson who might retire in a year or two.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a guy like Larry Fitzgerald, because I think Larry Fitzgerald, with the way this gameplay is going to be, can you imagine Larry Fitzgerald in a slot spot? And that's it? As a third receiver?
No,
oh my God, come on.
As long as a career as Larry Fitzgerald has had, I don't see him going beyond the NFL.
Once
the NFL is done, but that's it.
But, he asked.
But that's it. But from Jared's question, anybody that's over 35, I don't think they're going to play.
Yeah, that's my thing.
That's my opinion. Don't take it as solid rock. I'm thinking that at that stage in their careers, if they've already had a long tenured career in the NFL, they're not going to go any further than that. They're going to walk away from the game while they still got legs.
Right.
Because the same thing could be said, Jared, for like Patrick Willis. You remember Patrick Willis from the 49ers, right?
Yes, correct.
He had a short 7-year career, made all 7 of his Pro Bowl appearances, and he walked away from the game before age 30.
Right.
And so when he walked away, that was signifying he was like, I'm thinking about my safety.
Right.
And so that's what a lot of the players are thinking about. Now, if they have this itch that they want to continue playing, then there's a possibility. But those that cutting their careers short, if anything from Patrick, I would love to see him coming in as a
Marvin
coach,
Harrison,
ambassador, anything, in a front office or something like that. I would love to see that. I would love to see NFL players come to the XFL in front office moves or as a coach.
I think it would be smart.
Exactly would. You know what I mean? I mean, they
like here, a guy that could do it. A guy who just retired, Gronk. Gronk's still young.
Ooh, and that was another one that I thought of. I was like,
Gronk could do it.
If he wanted to play.
Yeah.
But I'm also looking at it, Jared, that I don't want it to look gimmicky. That's what the big thing was from Vince McMahon, saying that this wasn't about gimmicks anymore. And guys like Gronk, Chad Johnson, Terrell Owens, those guys would make it look.
Wow, you're really bashing
gimmicky.
Those dudes.
No, I'm not bashing them. I'm telling you that it would.
Wait, hold on, gimmicky. Jared. Does it sound like he's bashing those guys?
No, bashing them because they had great careers, man.
I'm giving you trouble. I know.
But that's what I'm saying. Marvin Harrison.
I would love to see Marvin Harrison play.
They consider him a troublemaker.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And look, now you talking about you want to get him in the XFL. Big ups to Scott Anthony said something great. He said he would love to see sidebar. Want to see Kakar from Oliver Luck. We might try to get.
We're gonna try to get that. All right, Jared. Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Later.
Mentorship, ambassador.
I'm all for that.
Same thing, even though I want hopeful Jeremiah Spicer to be into the league, but the thing is, if it doesn't get that, he should be some kind of ambassador for the league. He's going to be a face of the league without actually being on the field.
Who's the kid that just got cut from the Browns?
His name just
he just got an invite.
Shehi Giuseppe.
Yeah, he just got an he's on the XFL's radar.
That guy should be That's XFL material. I'm sorry, man.
Exactly.
That should be one of the first guys I'm looking at saying, hey, I want you on my team.
See, and this is what's going to make this league so exciting. And you know, the rules they're still working out the rules. They're talking about them. They're supposed to be released here in October. The
rules are set.
But they're waiting. You know, like everybody, exactly. You know, it's funny that but Isaac Bruce, I don't think Bruce could play anymore.
Yeah, Bruce is 46.
Yeah,
man.
Bruce is old.
His playing days are done.
He's definitely,
even though he still can run with the best of them. I just don't think
he's not Jerry Rice though.
Huh?
He's not Jerry Rice.
You better be glad, man. We ain't really having this discussion outside of here, man.
Jerry Rice is the greatest football player to ever play the game.
Whatever, man.
All right. Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it.
Yeah, Jerry was great. And they probably still can get down, but they're not going to do that.
No.
That's what I'm getting at.
And like a guy like Jerry Rice, I would love to see him with the LA Wildcats being a mentor or a receivers coach, or something like that.
Same thing with Bruce, man. I know a lot of people are looking for him to do that up front,
right?
But it's like you got to give him some time. You know what I mean? He hasn't really had any coaching experience on the professional or even the collegiate level.
And a lot of people were pissed to be like, "Oh, why Oz Akeem?" Oz Akeem was in the AAF.
Exactly.
That's why he got here. That's why he was here. You know, Bruce is only doing it. Well, he's doing it at the high school level.
Right.
The high school level is a totally different game once you get to college.
Exactly.
And once you get to AAF, the Alliance. I mean, it's a different type of game.
Right.
So it makes sense why Oz Akeem came here.
Yeah, we already spoke about Cardale Jones, Al. That already, we have already listed him as Tier 1.
The XFL already said that he's a Tier 1 player.
And Norm Chow of the LA Wildcats, the offensive coordinator from the LA Wildcats, said he would love to work with him. So, exactly.
He said he would love to work with him.
I would be kind of nervous if, playing St. Louis. That's just me personally, because he might tear it up. You never know with how the league is going to go. So, what time is it, man?
Man, it's getting there, dude.
Woo!
Coming up
next is
the MMWA Wrestling Show. That's with me, Jim Harris, and Dr. Drew himself.
Yeah.
You will watch that live. I mean, let's go to our sponsors, Joni's Pizza, right over there at 804 Russell. If you were in St. Louis, go check out Joni's Pizza. Really, really good food.
Yeah.
Really good happy hour.
I dig it.
All that stuff. A big shout out to our girl, Unicorn Pearls with Kylie. For all those guys out there, I know this is we got a very large male audience. But listen, guys, you want to go get something nice for your wife. Not a pearl. You can go get her a real pearl necklace. Why are you being a pervert? She sells pearls. You can get her a nice pearl necklace from Unicorn Pearls with Kylie on Facebook. So go check her out.
Exactly.
Where else can we be found?
You find us on the Endzone Network. You find us on Alliance XFL pages. Hey, and also you can go to One Universal Production on YouTube, where we are currently live.
Well, we're live on Facebook too.
And Facebook. Yes, I said also. I did. I thought I did.
You did.
Okay, just being sure.
Thank you to everybody, guys. We're so close. So let's get to something. Don't forget our #1 selling author.
Linda Brown, man.
That's right. Go right there to One Nation Network TV. You can find all of her stuff right there.
Proud supporter of the XFL.
That is true. She is. So and you can go to the One Nation Network TV and you can find all of our stuff. The DCS show, the One Nation Network TV. You can find this show here, the XFL show, and you can find the MMWA talk show all right there at One Nation Network TV. So let's get to it. Let's really talk about it. So we're up to 800 and something likes now.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Oh, yes.
I made the deal that if we get to 1,000 likes, I'd get the tattoo.
You'll do the BattleHawks tattoo,
right.
And you will do it live on the air.
Do it live on the air. And also, it's funny that you say that because, Dirty can't keep his mouth shut.
Well, but that's what Dirty does, man.
Huh?
Dirty likes to talk.
I do like to talk. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. There's a nice show that's on Busted Open Radio on Sirius XM.
You gonna play it now?
So here's the bet that I made with Mark Henry and Dave LaGreca.
I already got my key in Dallas.
No, the Dallas is nothing. St. Louis, brother. Come on.
All right, so hold on. Let me back up. If you got Sirius XM, go to Fight Nation 153 on Sirius XM. There's a really good talk show. It's about wrestling. That's all it talks about. Dave LaGreca is the host. He's a big Dallas Cowboys fan, and they broadcast out of New York. So because they had Moose Johnson, they were talking about how they want to be their Dallas Renegades fans, which we already know Dallas is going to suck because they're being led by a cowboy who was terrible.
Go for it. No, don't do that.
So
continue.
Here it is. Here's the call that I made. So I hope you guys enjoy.
I'll talk from you. I already got my team, Dallas. No, the Dallas is second. Look at the St. Louis, brother. Come on. St. Louis BattleHawk, man. Come on.
You're a St. Louis guy.
Yeah, I have a question on Facebook. Okay, go ahead.
I got a question. Have you ever been swayed, guys?
That's Mark Henry, the world's strongest man.
Yeah. In a minute, but I have been there.
Man, such a good team. I don't know if they step back the team. But when I go to St. Louis, I get sweet pies.
Yeah, it's really good. And the lines are ridiculous, Mark. But you see a guy like you, they're saying, hey, hold on, this guy's coming in to tear us up. We're moving out of the way.
We're going to get out of the way.
Well, yeah. Come on, man. I'm going to take the fucking show. I'm going to take the fucking guy.
Well, post it on Twitter. Post it on Twitter, and I'll retweet it. But you know what, Mark? I think Jason, we should have a little wager with Jason. What do you say, Mark? You know, we'll see if the Dallas Renegades has a better record than the St. Louis BattleHawks. What do you think?
And if he wins, then I'll send him a shirt.
All right, here, I got one for you. Because like I said, I'm not going to name my site that I do on Facebook. But I told all of my fans that if I get 1,000 likes to my page, I will get the St. Louis BattleHawks tattooed onto my body.
What?
Well, that is what I told them.
Well, that's just nuts.
I'm about my team, Dave. You like the, what are those guys called down there in Dallas? The
Here's the nut. All right, so here's the bet. And I think, Alex,
I can see the phone breaking up.
Mark, tell me if this is wrong. This is the bet. I think it's fair. If Jason wins and the St. Louis BattleHawks has a better record than the Dallas team, I will give you a free shirt and Mark will give you a free shirt. If Dallas has a better record than St. Louis, right? Okay?
It's a Dallas Renegades tattoo.
Yeah. You have to get a Dallas Renegades tattoo on your ass.
All right, if I do that, will you let me say my Facebook page and then I will accept the deal?
So, all right, go right ahead. Facebook page.
You can go to Facebook every Wednesday night, XFL SPL. We do a live talk show about the St. Louis BattleHawks. The bet is accepted. I'll get the tattoo on my ass if they have a better record.
All right.
Let me do that.
All right, Jason. God, Jason's going to put an XFL team logo on it.
So there you go. So, as Arlington likes to say, I like to open my mouth and get myself in trouble. So I made a bet with Dave LaGreca and Mark Henry that St. Louis BattleHawks will have if the Dallas Renegades have a better record than the St. Louis BattleHawks, I will get a Renegades tattoo on my ass, and I will do it live.
And you know what? I can't wait because I want to see it my damn self.
Well, you know it's not going to happen.
Right.
It's not going to happen. But here's the thing.
I'm going to do a play-by-play when that happens,
right,
man.
Here's the thing
I just want to look at his ass.
I already have a Dave LaGreca shirt. I already have a Dave LaGreca. I'm a Dave LaGreca guy.
Is that for me? Is that for me, dude?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Whatever.
I don't have a Mark Henry shirt. Mark Henry. So later in the conversation, I didn't record it. Mark Henry, so they come back playing Baby Got Back, and Dave LaGreca is like, Jason from St. Louis got an XFL tattoo on his ass. And then Mark Henry goes, Dave LaGreca goes, well, I don't think he's going to get it. Mark Henry goes, oh, no, we're going to fly to St. Louis to make sure he gets it. So I retweet Busted Open Radio, Mark Henry and Dave LaGreca. I said, no, boys. I said, I'll even do one better for you. If they do it, I'll record it live for you. And Mark Henry read that on the air, saying he said he'll do it live for us on the air. So there you go.
Oh,
so
man.
One way or another.
You just walked in the whole all kind of crap.
So
man.
now here's the thing. So we're at 800 and something likes, over 900 followers.
Which we appreciate.
Right, we appreciate. So all you 100 people that went and followed us, go like us.
Hey.
The closer we get to the tattoo,
the tattoo is going to happen.
I'm going to get the tattoo.
Serious, right.
If we get that. So
get it. 1,000 is where we're trying to get to. We're pushing it. 1,000 likes, he's getting a tattoo. No joke. It ain't a game. It will be right here.
I mean, here, look. I'll even prove it to you guys. I've been making this bet for 20 years about the Blues, right? Arlington, you can vouch.
Yes.
I finally lost the bet.
He did.
And I got a Blues tattoo. As much as I hate the Blues.
With a Stanley Cup on it.
I didn't got a Stanley Cup.
Should have got one.
I know. I made it in a tribute to my dad because my dad liked Curtis Joseph. So I was like, if I'm going to get a Blues tattoo, I'm going to make it something towards my dad. So it's got Curtis Joseph's number on there in the Dolphins color. So I'm not bullshitting you. You guys get us to 1,000 likes, I'll go get the BattleHawks tattoo. Right on my other leg. On my other leg. And we'll record it live.
Hey, and if the Dallas Renegades do have a better record, man, well, good God Almighty, it's gonna be quite hellacious and hilarious at the same time, man.
2 tattoos of an XFL.
Good God Almighty. So look, 1,000 likes, folks. Go ahead and start so that way we can get the first tattoo. And we hope we already said 10-0.
But yeah, 10-0. It doesn't
10-0 is not going to even matter. They're going to win the XFL championship. By the way, I'm feeling just the name for everybody start getting up in arms about what the title for the championship is going to be. XFL championship is all it needs to be.
That's it. That's all it needs to be.
No X Bowl. It don't need to be no $1 million bowl. Or nothing.
Nothing stupid.
None of that crap. Just XFL, a regular XFL championship.
That's it.
It doesn't need to go any further than that.
Nope, okay? That's all it needs to be.
But Keelan, don't keel over, man. That's all I'm saying. I see you laughing your ass off.
Everybody's like, "Oh shit!"
Al has mentioned about Ronald Ollie.
That's a good one.
The XFL.
That's a good one.
He was former Last Chance U guy.
That's a great TV show on Netflix.
So I don't think anything is going to happen to my man Dirty when it comes down to that Dallas against St. Louis thing. But when we get into October, we definitely will get into breaking down the roster, and we'll see what the BattleHawks are looking like, and then we'll of course see what the rest of the teams are looking like. What we know is what about the BattleHawks are going to be when they get to this city.
Right. And with that being said, this is BattleHawk Live here on XFL STL on Facebook, One Universal Productions on YouTube. You can also find us on In the Zone Network, Alliance to XFL, the official St. Louis BattleHawks page. You can find us on the St. Louis BattleHawk or the STL BattleHawks tailgating page. You can find us everywhere on Facebook, YouTube. You can find all of us. We're getting the Twitter going. We got the Instagram going. The website's coming.
Yes, you can also, if you want to catch some of the past shows, you can go to alliancexfl.com, go to shows, and you can click XFL. Oh, actually, it's BattleHawk Live where you can go to now.
That's right. Anything else we got? We've covered a lot.
Yeah. Future is now, folks. I can't wait. I'm getting more and more excited as the days continue. I know here in St. Louis, a lot of people are starting to get behind the Cardinals again. You know, they right now sitting in first place, and they got the Giants tonight as we do this show.
Oh yeah, the game's going on.
Yeah. So
shoot. Forgot about that one.
Well, I think one of the biggest things we're gonna have to mention and talk about in later shows is collegiate athletes. You know, the collegiate players playing in the XFL earlier than normal. I mean, Oliver Luck has, without a doubt, has encouraged it. He's encouraged it that they're gonna find a way to get some of those guys to play before they decide they want to play in the NFL or not. And if they do play in the NFL, guess what? They get to play 8 months of football. A possible 8 months of football.
And I agree with this. Before we go, I agree with this right here from Al saying the XFL could have a lot of players from the Last Chance U. I'm okay with that because there were a lot of decent players. As long as we don't get the coach from Independent, that whatever the city that was.
Mississippi? Somebody out of Mississippi?
No, not that. The other guy from Kansas.
Oh, God.
You know, the dude that was a gangster? Because he lived in South Central.
Yes, Al. Thank you for mentioning on a XFL show about an NFL topic. No, I was just teasing. But yeah, there's also, of course, there's a next step that's being taken forward in the Rams lawsuit with St. Louis. So
screw Stan Kroenke.
With that, hey, NFL and XFL, would you mind? Would you care? But
no.
Football, pro football in St. Louis, it needs to remain. And starting in 2020, it's going to happen again. And so we appreciate everybody that does come on this show.
It's back. This is the BattleHawk Live. I am Dirty. Sitting right there is the A-Train himself, the one, the only.
A-Train Arlington Lane, man.
We will see you guys next week.
Yeah, we couldn't early, man.